IPMNation.com.
All right. Here's a very special song of ours. It's dedicated to a certain substance. Some sniff, some shoot it. It's known by many different terms on the street. You have blow, crack, sniff, white, yayo, Peruvian marching powder, whatever the fuck you know it by. But we prefer the term. 2, 3, go! One voice that goes into my brain, it feels like I've gone insane. I don't know where I'm gonna go, it feels like it's 10 below. Oh, let's go! I'm stuck in snow. I've lost control. What's my mode? So I get high. I feel the frostbite coming on me, frozen to the brink of dawn. When now I see the shining light, it's pointing me in fields of white. Let's go! I'm stuck in snow. I've lost control. What's my low? So I get high. Whoa, and I get high. Whoa, and I don't know where to go. I'm stuck in snow.
A little bit of a different way to start the week. Hey, everybody, it's Matt Connarton Unleashed. We're live on WMNH 95.3 FM, emanating from downtown Manchester, New Hampshire, streaming at WMNHradio.org. Of course, we're also on Facebook Live via the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page and on Comcast Channel 97 if you're in Manchester. And that was Snow by the Carpet Kids. And we have right here in the studio the very band that you just heard. How are you, gentlemen?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Good,
How's
good.
it going, man?
Very well, very well. So looking forward to talking with you guys. And let's start with you, sir. We'll just go around and you can introduce yourselves and tell us what you do and so forth. And you are at the news desk.
Yes, I am.
Officially. So while you're here, you are the best newsman in the business by default.
Actually,
So just so you know.
When I was a kid, I actually wanted to grow up to be a newsman.
Well, see, obviously you manifested that, and here you are, a newsman.
So, my name is Sean. I also am known by ER by my bandmates because I'm always getting hurt. Oh. I play guitar and do vocals in the band, and I am an amateur comedian.
Oh, how amateur?
I'm very bad.
Okay.
That was funny.
There you go. There you go. And you, sir?
I'm Anthony. I'm also known as the One-Legged Bandit. I play lead guitar, and I'm also lead vocals in the band.
Okay. Very good.
I'm Josh. I play bass in the band. I don't have any cool nicknames because nobody in the band actually likes me.
I'm a bass player. I know how it is. I can relate to that. And you, sir?
Jonah, play the drums.
Very good. Oh, Jonah, I just realized you were like way far away from your mic. Yeah,
Okay.
I just cranked you up a little bit. Yeah, get in a little.
Get right
close.
in
We want to
there.
make sure.
Get right in there.
Get right in there,
me.
Jonah. Just get right in. Don't be shy. There you go.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, Jonah.
I am Jonah.
You are Jonah. And what do you do?
I play the drums.
You play the
I
drums.
have lots of nicknames, but I won't tell you any of them.
All right. They're not. Are they not FCC friendly,
No,
or
no,
are they a source
you
of
get to
personal
know
embarrassment?
them.
Or
You get to know them the more you're around me.
Oh, I understand. Okay. No, that's
Just be lucky he's wearing pants.
right.
Yeah, that's
Right.
a luxury.
I'll tell
Very
you.
rare occasion.
Well, I can relate. It gets hot in here in the summer. Like sometimes I'll come in like in July or August. It'll be like 90 degrees in here.
Oh, geez.
And then I come to find out, according to FCC regulations, I have to wear pants.
Oh man,
Ain't it a shame?
Yeah. Even when I'm not on the air, like I'm required to wear pants.
Always
So,
trying to keep you down.
it's the government. It's the government. They make you wear pants.
Why is that a regulation?
Well, I don't know. It's like a thing, I guess. It's just like a thing that I asked about. I wrote to the FCC. I said, why is this a regulation? And I got back a very nice letter that said it's a thing. I was like, all right, whatever.
Nobody wants to see your fruit of the loom.
Apparently, well, actually, I wear underoos, but
Hey, man. I'm a Long John kind of guy.
I like superheroes. So, don't judge me.
that's all.
Well, I mean,
no judgment here,
No,
buddy.
you can judge. Everyone judges me. So, we've got a lot of folks in the Facebook live chat. I see Ed Murphy in there. Jenny's in there. Christian Cunard.
Like
and
actual Eddie Murphy?
not that Eddie Murphy. No, this gentleman looks... Although this Edward Murphy is very funny. And Joe Perro, a gentleman I have a feeling you guys might know. Do you guys know Joe Perro?
I don't believe so, but he may know us.
He may know you. He's a musician.
I know Joe.
You know Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good guy.
Yeah. Joe's been on the show. Pleasant Street Mafia. I was blanking on the name of his band for a second there, and he's been in some other bands too. But yeah, Joe's a good guy. He's a lot of fun. Well, let's start with snow. What is that? Is that about the weather? What is that? Is that like is this terrible weather?
I'm going to pass that over to Anthony.
Poor Anthony.
Well, I mean, you always get thrown into it,
Sure.
At least it's not a car this time.
Right.
It's not necessarily about the weather.
Yeah.
It's more, using the weather to describe something people put into their bodies.
Oh, I see. I thought maybe
Yeah.
it was some sort of tribute to remember Snow? He did that song Informer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was about that. I mean, I don't know.
Unfortunately not. I wish it had that deep-seated meaning, but it's more of an adult.
There's layers to it.
Yeah,
Sure,
there's layers to
It's
it.
a lot
It's
of
like a
layers.
7-layer dip.
Wow.
So
I mean, I've always liked the song "Snowblind" by Black Sabbath.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's one of my main influences for the song right there.
Yes.
When I wrote it.
That's good stuff. Yes. For real, yeah.
Yes,
Big
that was-
Sabbath fan?
That
Yeah.
was exact. Oh yeah, I'm a
Cool.
big Sabbath fan. I'm actually getting ready to go see Black Label Society out in Hampton Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Don't
May
leave me
9th.
hanging.
Don't leave him hanging, man.
Don't leave me.
Oh yeah.
You left him hanging. Huh?
Hey.
Boy.
See, it's the basis.
Oh, right. Exactly. You get no respect. I know. I would
Put respect on his name.
the thing is, because I played in a lot of bands, and like sometimes if we played like a really good set, at the end of the set, I'd want to high five, like enthusiastically high five all the other band members, and they would just be looking at me like, "Oh, don't do that. That's douchey." And I'm like, "Come on, man. You just don't want to high five me because I'm the bass player, right?" And
So,
they,
sorry to...
no, it's okay. That's pretty much the end of the
All
anecdote,
right.
but it's very embarrassing, and it still hurts.
We actually we played a show and Jonah was unavailable, so we had Josh filling on drums and we had my friend filling on bass. Now,
Oh.
he
This
had
is my
no
first show with the
he
band.
had no
Really?
idea how to
First
play
live
bass. His first show playing drums, and basically what he did was he Sid Vicious himself.
Yeah,
He went down for a power stroke to hit the strings and turned his volume down.
yeah.
He was all over the neck, nowhere in the right key.
Really?
Doing punk rock jump kicks and everything. Somebody came up to him at the end of our set and said, "Man, you're amazing at bass."
Yeah,
To this day, dude, it still makes me laugh so hard.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That set is on YouTube, right?
Yes,
Is it? Yeah?
I
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
we have quite a bit of our old shows on YouTube and whatnot.
Billiard
So
era,
Oh, cool.
right?
yeah,
So what does the name Carpet Kids mean? Like I've heard of like carpet critters to describe children, but I've not heard of carpet kids themselves.
well, that one's a little racy.
Okay. Well, is it possible to sanitize it through innuendo and euphemism?
Oh, I mean,
Certainly.
Certainly. All right, so
Children not coming to fruition, instead being left on the carpet.
Oh,
Thank you, Jonah. That was beautiful. That was Robert Frostian of you.
Right. It certainly was. Yes. Well played, sir.
Yeah.
Well done.
If you're picking up what we're putting down.
I think so. Well,
Everywhere.
I wouldn't.
Everywhere.
I wouldn't want to pick that up. That's well, it's disgusting, frankly. But my goodness. Oh, hello to Dave Kopaz, who joins us in the Facebook live chat.
How you doing, Davey boy?
Dave, yes. So how long have you guys been around? How long has this band been going?
I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago.
About 5 years.
Anthony and I, we basically started as just like us two messing around on acoustics on my porch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we actually have our first song on YouTube, which is very not safe for work title.
But
From there, Anthony was introduced to Jonah, and then I was introduced to Jonah through Anthony. And we started practicing at Jonah's house, and we just started getting tighter and tighter. So we figured, screw it, let's try this. And
yeah.
we recently just got back together. We were on hiatus for about 8 or 9 months. But
Okay.
as a collective, a whole band, probably about 3-4 years.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay, cool,
yeah.
cool. I should give out the number if anyone has a question or anything for the band, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007, or you can always opine in the Facebook live chat. Has it always been the four of you?
We kind of had a somewhat of a revolving door of bassists in a sense. For the first what was it, the
2
first
years?
first year or 2 years, we didn't have a bassist.
Oh, no kidding.
We were playing shows without bassists, and that's actually where I sculpted my guitar tone from.
Oh.
Because he goes for more of a mid and treble, and I use a lot of low end frequencies
Okay.
when I set up my amplifier. So I'll do lows and cut the highs a little bit.
Yeah.
As to fill in for the bass. But then once we got a bassist, I started tweaking mine a little bit, but I still like to have mine lower and grittier.
Yeah.
And the way we play together, it just meshes together so perfectly. So we just kept the sound.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Oh, that's cool. Like when you but when you would do that in that original configuration with your, keeping your guitar tones low and whatnot. I mean, was that if you heard it back later, if you listen to a recording, if someone was recording it or whatever, did it sound? Did it still sound kind of? I mean, obviously it's better with bass, but
yeah, I get what you're asking. It definitely sounded different when we added the bass player, but
yeah.
I wouldn't go back and change it personally.
Yeah,
I think it sounded fine.
Yeah.
They just recorded the bass parts for the songs at first when we recorded them, but didn't have.
Yeah, that is true, actually. On our first EP, we actually did do the bass lines for it.
Oh,
For a
okay.
few
Kind
of
of
the-
switched. We took
Yeah.
turns on each song.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, wow.
Yeah, basically everybody in the band is versatile through instruments. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I started off playing drums when I was actually 5 years old. And then I picked up a guitar about 5.5 years ago, 6 years ago, and then just took off with it.
Yeah. No, that's good. I wish I started out on guitar when I was a kid. I took guitar lessons and everything, and then I was lazy. I had no discipline.
Yeah.
So I was one of those kids, if I tried something and I wasn't good at it right away, I would just kind of not necessarily give up on it, but I wouldn't try as hard as I should have.
Yeah.
And then in high school, other bass players hate when I say this, so I'll be interested to hear your reaction. In high school, I picked up a bass for the first time, and I was like, oh, 2 fewer strings, and I don't have to know any chords. I think I found my instrument. And then from there, I was off and running.
Hell yeah, man.
So
I'm not even really a bass player.
Yeah.
I mean,
really, yeah.
this was my first time picking up a bass.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was when these guys asked me to jam with them one day.
Yeah. Do you play other instruments too, or?
Yeah, no, I originally played guitar. I still play guitar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Primarily.
Yeah.
And then I picked up a drum set.
Wow.
And here I am now playing the bass.
He picked up a whole drum set, one scoop.
Well, that's good. That means you're strong. You can lug everything.
But
Oh, I usually do.
Shots fired.
Great.
Who else do you guys play with? Are there other bands in the area that you do a lot of shows with? Or?
So for a while, our promoter who we were going through, I don't know if you've ever heard of Ed Battles. We got pretty much all of our shows primarily through him.
I do. I don't know if I've ever met him, but I think I'm Facebook friends with him.
Yeah, but there was like droves of bands that would cycle in and out that we would play with. So
Yeah.
there wasn't necessarily any bands that we really consistently played with.
I think we played 3 shows with Black Hatch. We probably played the most with them.
Yeah, Black Hatch, and
that-
then Zella, I think. We did more than once.
I believe so. Yeah, we
Yeah.
played a couple shows with
Yeah.
them as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah. When I used to, I don't play anymore, but when I used to play in a lot of bands, it would kind of be that thing where, like, there'd be certain bands that we would just, not even meaning to necessarily team up, but it would just kind of happen where you just end up on the shows with these same bands a lot, you know?
Yeah, I mean, this promoter, like, he wouldn't specifically tie certain genres into one show, per se.
Yeah.
So we've played shows where there was, like, a country act before us.
Yeah.
And then we'd be the punk rock band.
Yeah.
And people would be like, well, what the hell? We were just listening to, like, country music 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. I think that's more fun, personally.
I agree with you, man.
Yeah.
Run the whole freaking thing.
Yeah, I think it's a lot more interesting. Obviously, not everyone in the audience is necessarily going to feel that way, but
Yeah, I mean, we've had some fun with it, though, where, like, we've had softer bands go on before us, and we'll open with, like, our heavier, faster songs, and people are like, whoa,
yeah,
what the heck happened?
right.
We
Like,
did put on that crazy skate park show.
yeah, oh,
as
gosh,
well.
that was something, that's for sure.
A little bit of a mixture there.
Yeah.
So it was definitely great.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, a little too much alcohol, selling hot dogs, and here's the spiel.
Right next to the 14-foot deep end of the pool.
Yeah, we actually, somebody spray painted a pentagram in the bowl. Before we were there, we had no part in the vandalism.
they spray painted it where?
In the bottom of the bowl in the skate park.
Okay.
And I'm not going to name names, but somebody traced it with lighter fluid and lit it on fire, and then we all had a circle pit around it.
Oh wow,
So that was interesting.
wow,
Yeah.
that's kind of. Is there video of this?
Yes, there is.
Oh, I would hope so.
Somewhere on the internet.
Somewhere it is.
Somewhere on the internet.
We have so many.
There's video.
for
There's
it.
video everything on
Don't
the
look
internet,
for
man.
Yeah. Wow, yeah, I want to see that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. If I can find it, I'll send it your way.
Yeah. Do you guys play out a lot now? Or you're playing out a lot of shows, or
We are working on getting back out there and playing more shows. Again, we've only been back together for about 3 or 4 weeks now.
okay?
So we're looking for a new promoter, looking for all that stuff. So again, if anybody listening has any leads or anything, send them
Even
our
if
way.
It's just
We're
a house party.
even a house
Yeah.
party. We'll play a birthday party, like
We'll play a bar mitzvah.
yeah,
anything.
bar mitzvah,
Yeah.
you name it, man.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
good.
so-
Now, why don't you reconnect with Ed Battles?
He actually, unfortunately, stopped promoting shows.
Oh, he has. No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing it for quite a while, and he was doing a great job at it, but he was just a little too overwhelmed by it, I would have to guess.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
relate. I went through that years ago
Yeah.
too, and it's hard to make money.
He
a lot of
is
work.
still a DJ, though. I know that. He's DJ Live Spots, so just
Oh, I didn't know that.
a little
Oh, that's
throw
cool.
out for him.
Oh,
but,
good.
Yeah.
He DJs live.
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, cool. Very nice. And what about like the recording of the EP? Where was that all done?
You want to take that since I've been talking nonstop
no.
and people hate my voice?
So that was actually recorded somewhere in kind of like West Nashua, New Hampshire, at our one of our producers' studios. It's called Shabby Road Studios.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Yeah, it's an old,
Shabby's the man.
old friend. Yeah, he's definitely the man. He's
Very
helped us a
bespoke
lot.
production work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, how did you connect with him?
So actually, one of my father's old friends, who I actually consider one of my friends as well. We've built motorcycles, cars, everything together.
Yeah.
That's what I'm into mostly. I build custom cars and motorcycles.
Oh
And stuff
wow.
like that.
Okay.
So I mean, but he actually is a musician himself, and he was owed a favor by Shabby himself.
Yeah.
And then he kind of called out for that favor for us. And here we are recording in a studio, and it just took off from there.
Yeah.
So we got that whole entire album laid down in about, what,
2
probably
3 weeks,
2,
Oh,
3
wow.
weeks. Yeah.
something like that.
We work quick for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We definitely don't, we don't skip over anything. We do take our time. We go through our songs. We try and add as much as we can to them.
I just remembered there's a video of us in the studio that actually came up in my On This Day on Facebook.
Yeah.
Of us listening to the tracks while they were being mixed, and my brilliant mind had a beer can in my pants, dancing around, waving it around like a goofball, and yeah, good times. And I drooled all over myself for the camera, for the good of the film.
Good of it.
Well, of course, yeah. Very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
You gotta look like a dork.
Now, are there more? Because there's what, 6 tracks on the EP or 5?
6.
I believe it's 6, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the bonus track, which is the second take of God of the Kitchen Floor.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. Now, is there more stuff that didn't make it on that you've recorded? That you might release?
Yeah, we have quite a bit of unreleased stuff. Before we actually took our break, we were in the middle of recording a 3-track EP, which we're probably just going to scrap and re-record.
Yeah.
But we have been writing new stuff, and we have a good 10 songs that didn't even go on that EP.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a bunch.
Yeah.
We don't even remember them all.
Yeah, half the time when we're playing live, we're guessing.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
like I'll either look over at Anthony or he'll look over at me, because most of our songs start off with the guitar leading it in.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of just start playing chords and look at him. And he's like, "Oh, all right." We'll
go this way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's cool though. It keeps it interesting, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we like to
Keeps
keep
it
it fresh.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
FREZH, fresh.
ZH. I don't think I've ever seen it spelled. Frez.
Oh God.
Fresh.
Wow. Frez.
Man,
Fresh.
How do
the
you-
anxiety's
Frez?
got me.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Frez.
Yeah, it's a
Italian.
French word. It's
Oh.
a French word.
Italian.
Oh. See, I don't know if that was like a new thing, like that's how the young people are saying it now. Cause
Oh, no. We'd say it's lit.
oh, right.
Yes.
It's lit. Yes.
Yes.
That's
Or on fleek or something. I don't know,
on
man.
fleek. Yeah.
I'm 24, but I feel like I'm 60.
That's
See,
pretty.
I still have a
accurate.
Rolodex. Do you? No, I wish.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I try to keep up on the new, the new terminology, so I can present a show that sounds, young and hip. I don't want the
one that I definitely recommend using is yeet.
yeet.
Yes.
Yeah, that is
Or yote is the
yote.
past tense.
Oh.
So yeet is to throw. So like
Okay.
if you yoted something, you threw it in the past.
Okay. So
Entertain your mind.
yeet or yote.
Yes, there you go.
Okay. I haven't heard these. I heard
The kids love them.
the kid. Yes, it's important. I have to do a show that appeals to the youth. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's
Exactly.
I want them to think I'm like a hep cat. Like not some jive turkey or
Oh
something.
my
you know
God.
what I mean?
I love that you just used jive turkey. That's like one of my favorites. Like
All the young people say it. I think. Don't they?
All of them.
Right.
All of them.
All like literally all of them. Yeah.
Bees knees, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Tubular dude. Tubular dude.
oh, tubular. There you go.
Yeah. No, I know better.
Yeah.
No one said that since like 2015. Come on, you guys.
Are you talking military time? 8:15? Is that what you mean by 2015?
Oh, 8:15. That's
Yeah,
like a really
8:15, 1980. I feel like that's the last time
Oh.
tubular was used.
Oh, wow.
If I had to guess.
1980. Wow.
I'm no like verbal historian. but-
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just, I try to keep up. Actually, you know what I did hear somebody say the other day, and I really liked it, and I said I'm going to use that.
I'm all ears like a field of corn, buddy.
Field of corn.
Yeah.
That sounds like something they would say in the Midwest.
Yeah, all ears like a field of corn.
Oh, right. Yeah, I literally didn't get that right
I'm
away.
sorry. I'm just
And
Stalking.
I am embarrassed that I didn't get it right away. Oh, yeah. Wow.
You're gonna wind up on a list.
Uh-oh. No, I heard someone say the other day, I heard someone admonishing their friend, stop acting like you're brand new. And I was like, brand new? I like that.
I've not heard that.
Yeah, I had
It
not.
looks brand new.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that, and I haven't heard anyone say it since. But or like he said, like, why are you acting like you're brand new or something? And it was just the way that he said it was part of what made it so effective. But it was funny. I was like, yeah, I'm going to use that. Oh, hello to Fred Boenig from the Daily Ripple, who joins us in the Facebook live chat. You like the name Boenig?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a great name.
What is it about it? Is it the gravitas of the?
I think it's just it sounds close to something very funny, and I'm immature
because he's a newsman himself.
Oh.
But I don't know if he sits at a news desk, but
well, I'm sitting at a news desk, so I have that.
I guess Sean is
I have that going
newsman.
for me.
You're the best newsman in the business while you're sitting at that desk.
Don't put that pressure on me. What did I do to you?
Well, it's too late. You're the guy.
Sean, you are stuck at that desk for the rest of your life.
Sean
Yes.
McKinney.
Who?
I'm Sean McKinney.
Mike Jones.
What's that from? Mike Jones, the rapper?
Yeah,
I know who Mike Jones is, but what's that? Is that from what is that from?
it's just
Is that from a Mike Jones song?
It's just from
yeah,
Mike Jones.
yeah. You say who, and somebody says Mike Jones.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I got to pay more attention to things.
Hey man, I pay more attention, but I'm broke.
Right. There you go. Well, fair enough. Well, let's play another track. I want to play
Word.
this. This is called Brain Dead. This is one of my favorites.
Nice.
And
Brian dead. Yes.
Brian did.
it's Brian dead?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brian's dead.
No,
Oh, Brian's dead?
Nah,
I never even.
nah, he's all right.
I'm bummed. I wish I'd gotten to know him better. His dad died?
Brian's dad.
My mom
Brian's
is
dad?
dead.
Your mom's dad is dead?
My mom is dead.
Oh,
I'm being stupid.
your mom is dad, like a
Yeah.
like a transgender kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fine. I don't judge.
One of
It's-
those wink, wink, nudge,
It's
nudges.
2019,
It's
and
very
Hey,
visible,
you do
though.
you.
right?
You do
Yes,
you.
we don't want to. You get in trouble. You make any judgments. Whoa, there's
We
some.
love it. We love them all.
I just realized there's like an echo. Let me fix that. I know why that happened. That was weird, right? Because for a second there, it was like we were hearing the show.
It sounded like we
In
were
the
in
headphones.
like we were in a crevasse.
Yes,
Like Bear Grylls.
Yeah, that's from my word of the day calendar.
crevasse.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Cabassier.
Cabassier. On the dossier.
Yay.
All right, let's let's hear this, and then we'll come back and talk some more with the Carpet Kids live here on Matt
We love
Connarton
you.
Unleashed.
Thank you.
Who are you talking to
Oh,
when you say
You,
that?
Matt
You talking to
Connarton.
me?
I was talking to you, Matt.
Definitely.
We love you, Matt.
That's nice.
We love you.
You guys are sweet. Thank you.
Spread it.
Oh my
love.
goodness. Oh, wait a minute.
The love.
Actually, I'm not going to play the song yet because we have a call. Let's take this
Oh.
call.
Hello.
Might be one of your adoring fans. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, Matt. It is Casey. I'm a huge fan, actually. I'm from the Concord area.
Yes. Do you gentlemen?
Yeah, and I was, and I'm just asking, what is your chicken special this fine afternoon?
Yes. Oh, Casey.
Oh man.
Oh, Casey.
man.
Yeah, I suspected it was him. I recognize the voice. He calls and he orders food and he swears and
Sounds
he's
like a
Why did you hang
stand-up
up
guy,
on
to be
him,
honest.
man?
Cabassi.
Man.
well, the thing is, 'cause
I got your chicken right here, buddy.
there you go. There you go. I end up having to hang up on him anyway because he swears, and then I got to hit the dump button because we're on a delay.
Talk
and
about a dump. Am I right?
I know. I don't get it. Okay.
Neither do I.
All right. So here's the Carpet Kids. Okay.
I'm brain dead, dumbfounded, don't know if I'll make it out. I'm dope sick, not faded, pierced veins when I'm on my cloud. 2, 3, go! Sinister ways I've always remembered the night we together when I actually thought that I got a break. It's burning inside her, it's fueling the fire. The smiles, the shits are going dinner plate. Can't get no love, right? Without a crush, when I wear a flesh Smile on my face with no taste. Swallowed by the sea. And if you should notice, life is hopeless through the same mindset as me. It's burning, cider, Zulu, fire, smiles and shit served on my dinner plate. Can't get no luck, walking with a crutch. When I wear a plastic smile on my face with no taste. Look out! I'm brain dead.
One thing about interviewing a punk band is the songs are so short. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Matt Connarton Unleashed. We are live on WMNH 95.3 FM in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire, streaming at WMNHradio.org. Of course, we're also on Facebook Live. I see Carol Becker in the Facebook Live chat. She says, hello, Matthew.
That's my aunt.
Oh, Carol Becker?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, I always see Carol Becker show up whenever that gentleman Casey, if that is his real name, calls.
I have some
What if it's
suspicions I'd
actually
like to
Carol?
talk to you about after.
Yes.
Scooby-Dooian type stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, his whole thing would have worked if it wasn't for those meddling kids. The carpet kids. See what I did there? See what I did there? Bringing it all back around. See? Yeah.
You're crazy, man.
I know.
You're crazy.
I know. That's what they tell me. Carol says, I don't know a Casey. I'm sure you don't,
That's
Carol.
exactly what
Are you
say.
Casey?
You did know Casey.
Be real with me.
But she is saying, what was that tune? So I think, she is a fan, apparently. And what was that song called again?
That
Brain
was
Dead.
called Brain Dead.
Brain Dead.
You can find our entire EP on bandcamp.com. If you go to Bandcamp and just look up the Carpet Kids, it'll pop on up. It's our album cover is kind of spooky.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Who did the album cover?
I did.
You did.
Yes.
Do you do all the artwork
For the
band?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
So
cool.
I mean, I'll drum up a couple things and send them to the band, and they'll let me know if they like it or not. So
right,
we
right.
make shirts and stuff like that.
yeah,
Like,
we
do
actually
all our work.
we're pretty DIY with everything. Like with
Yeah.
our first EP, we printed all of the copies of it on blank CDs. Freaking threw them in sleeves ourselves.
Yeah.
Sat there wrapping the album cover on them with tape.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Oh,
With
wow.
the
we
names
do
of
it
all
all.
the
We
songs on the back.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah.
we screen printed our own shirts. Like,
Yeah.
we do it all. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
think
made like 100 buttons.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Jonah made
Oh, really,
the buttons. Jonah's the button plug. If
Nice.
anybody out there needs buttons, Jonah's your guy.
Button plug.
I'm sorry.
that sounds like something you can also get in a catalog. Not that I would know.
Yeah.
You know, Matt, neither do I.
Right.
Button.
None of us do, really.
We
but,
have matching his and hers Jonas, for you.
oh, my goodness. Well, entrepreneurship is a great thing, and it's
Thank you.
not just for hip hop artists. It should be for everyone. You ever notice that, hip hop artists are encouraged to be entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But for some reason in rock and roll, it's
Well, look at 50 Cent. He owns vitamin water. I like to own water.
yes.
I would too.
You can't even collect rainwater.
In some,
kind of planet is
well,
this?
in some states it's true.
Some
Yeah,
states,
in
yes.
some states they'll throw you in the ooze-cow. That's a
Yeah.
modern term, I think, right?
Yeah.
Crazy, yeah.
All the kids are saying that now.
Yep, they'll throw you in the paddy wagon.
In the paddy wagon. Yeah. 50
What's-
Cent.
No, you. I was just gonna say something stupid. Just-
Oh, okay. Well, I was just going to say 50 Cent, the greatest thing he's done, in my opinion. Although I actually did like In the Club the first time I heard it, but then the second time I heard it, I was like, wow, I can't believe I liked that the first time I heard it.
Yeah,
but the
I'm
greatest
not
thing,
even in a club.
right? Exactly. But the greatest thing he's done recently is when he did you guys see this? He went on Groupon and bought out the first 2 rows of a Ja Rule show. just to,
He's the
just
greatest
to stick it.
troll of all time.
Oh yeah. That's fantastic. And people pointed out to me too. and I understand their point. They say, well, wait a minute. Isn't the laugh on 50 Cent because he's the one who had to spend the money on those tickets? Yeah. But no, because he's saying, look, I'm so rich, I don't even care. If right, yeah. It's, and Ja Rule has money too, at least according to CelebrityNetWorth.com.
I bet he was missing that there were no people in the front 2 rows.
Right, yeah. I mean, that must have been pretty weird. So that was pretty great. And of course, Ja Rule, I mean, he's involved in that whole Firefest thing, so he's so I will shed no tears for Ja Rule. Carol Becker says, was that Casey from the Menzingers song? The Menzingers song. I don't know what that is.
The Menzingers is a band.
Oh,
yes.
Well, I'm not familiar with the song, but
that was our song.
Yeah.
That was not the Menzingers, I can assure you.
Who's the Menzingers? I don't know them. They're a band.
I just know the name, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't know their music.
Well, Carol has just confused me. I don't know what to think.
Well, Carol, we're glad you're listening.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So, do you have any shows coming up, or are you just kind of promoting the EP right now, or what?
So we're kind of pushing our EP again, just to get it back out there. Still looking around for shows. We don't have a promoter anymore, so we're just really trying to find somebody who can get us shows.
Yeah.
Like, we're working on getting as tight as we were. We're pretty much there.
Yeah.
We're ready to play a show, just it's a matter of finding one.
Yeah.
We even play for food.
Yeah, one of our first shows, we literally played for like $20 worth of Chinese food and a bunch of scorpion bowls.
Nice.
R.I.P. Five Dragons.
R.I.P. Five Dragons. Mama Chan in Nashua, New Hampshire. I don't know if anybody listening ever went to the Five Dragons. She was the sweetest old lady, even though you could not understand a word she was saying.
Right. Well, how do you know she was sweet then? I mean, she could have been sweetly saying things that were actually profane. Like she could have been.
I would hope
even better. No, because
that would be pretty funny.
She was always smiling and hugging me and giving me free drinks. So.
Okay, all right. Because she
was a silver fox, if you will.
Oh, now you say was past tense. Is she no longer around?
No, they actually closed down the Five Dragons. I think they moved back to their homeland.
Oh, okay. Fred knows the Menzingers. He shared the link, themenzingers.com. I'm going to have to click it now.
I think they played with Take It Back Sunday a while back.
I think so. That's probably where I'm remembering their name from.
I'm sure they've been to like South by Southwest and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fred's a radio guy and does a lot in the music business, so he knows like everybody. He's one of those guys who like knows all the bands. Actually, my own father knows more bands than me. Like my dad, he's what is he now? I think he's 71 years old, and he lives in Dover, and he loves to listen to WUNH.
Yeah,
awesome. And because he loves hearing new music, and he's always been like that too. Like he's hipper than me. Like he'll be, I'll be on the phone with him, and he's asking me about this band or that band. He's like, Matt, have you heard these guys? And I'm like, that sounds sort of familiar, but no, I have no idea who this band is you're talking about. And like and it's legit too, which is really cool. Like it's not like he's trying to seem like younger than he is, or like he just genuinely, like you would never catch him listening to like an oldies station or something,
That's cool, man. That's awesome.
I wonder if it's genetic which is a weird thing to say, I know, but my uncle, who's younger than my dad, but my uncle's in his mid 60s, I think, but he's the same way. Like he's always been the same way. Like he loves hearing new stuff. Yeah. And I keep up as best as I can with, new stuff too. I've always been like that. I don't know why, like people get stuck, and it's really strange. Like a lot of people, like John Hopwood, who's on the show quite a bit with me.
Yeah.
He's, he's almost 60, but the joke with him is, but it's not really a joke, is the last new music he bought was Madonna's Immaculate Conception back in, or Immaculate Collection rather, not Conception.
Oh God.
Back in 1991, and he hasn't bought anything since then.
I gotta say, Madonna is one of my biggest inspirations musically.
Yes. Well,
I jest, but
have you heard?
I love Madonna.
Have you heard he's voguing over here? Come on, Vogue.
Jonah vogues a lot when he's nervous.
Right.
So
well, you should Vogue all the time.
J Vogue.
J Vogue.
J Voguer.
There's a new one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. You heard it here first, folks. There's Jonah's new nickname,
J Vogue.
J Vogue.
I like it. I like it. Well, have you heard the Motley Crue cover of "Like a Virgin"?
I cannot say that I have.
Everyone hates it except me.
Huh.
You know,
That made sense for a few years back.
I mean,
look at Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison. Like, a lot of people hate it. I hate it too.
I hate it too. Yeah.
I mean, Motley Crue wasn't always,
Motley Crue was,
you know?
Motley Crue was cool.
I can respect them for, like, Carnival of Sins.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
That tour was killer.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Motley Crue
Like,
was
you
cool.
can't beat
Poison,
Yeah.
I can't express it the way I would like to over the air, but I don't like Poison.
Yeah.
Here's a good
Sick.
punk cover of Every Rose.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. There is a good cover.
I'll have to
There's
not
a
check
lot
that
of
out.
punk
You'll like
covers,
that.
but they're
You'll
more
like
pop
it.
punk.
Like, oh
I'll
my
check it
God.
out.
By who? Do you know?
I think it's The Unseen.
Okay, I know who that is. Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys do any covers?
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
So there's one that we play a lot. It's actually, well, I wouldn't say we played a lot, but it's more when we're jamming.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
mess around with it. And it's actually a cover of the Vaselines, and Nirvana did a cover of it. It's Molly's Lips. And we actually do a cover of it, but we changed a few of the words around, and yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Lady of the Night's Lips.
Oh.
Just, a more profane way to describe that Lady of the Night.
Right.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Have you thought about recording that one?
Kinda.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll, VH1 behind the music 20 years down the road
Right.
from now.
Yeah,
and be like,
exactly. At some point.
I really wish we recorded that.
Does that
Because 20 years down the road, we'll sound like that, apparently.
right? Yeah. Yeah.
All the boofing.
You'll be my age, and that's how I sound. It's true. These are false teeth, by the way. No,
I couldn't tell. You don't even whistle.
I can't whistle.
Really?
I literally cannot whistle.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I've never been able to whistle.
I can only do it inhaling.
You
I
are
can't-
such a weird man.
I can't do it at all. There's two weird things I can't do. I can't whistle, and I can't dive off of a diving board. I belly flop every time.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's true.
I can't say I have much experience on a diving board, but I feel like I might be able to dive off of one.
Just about any normal person can, but I can't. I don't know why.
I go headfirst into everything else.
Well, there you go.
So-
There you go.
It's like you have to chew pills, but you can swallow M&Ms. for
Yeah,
some
exactly. Exactly. Weird little things.
Is that true?
reason. I don't know.
Oh, well, I was going to say that'd be pretty weird.
I would hope not.
Gargling marbles.
Yeah. Wow, that'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God.
Oh no. Let's see. Chris Rose joins us in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Carol says, "Got to keep your chin tucked to dive." Yeah, I can't do it. Oh, Perry,
I don't have a chin.
You don't?
How presumptuous of her.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I was going to say I can't because there's a microphone in front of you, so it actually looks like you don't, which is weird.
I do, in fact, have a chin. If, in case anybody else there is wondering, I do have a chin.
Are you guys familiar with Gavin McInnes?
Yeah.
That
You know who he
sounds
is?
very familiar.
Familiar.
So yeah, he started that organization, the Proud Boys, and he was a founder of Vice Media.
Oh, yes.
If you can ever find a picture of him online with no facial hair whatsoever, he literally, legit has no chin.
Oh my goodness.
Like no chin. Like I ran across a picture of him before he grew his goatee, and it was hard to look at. It's like he's I don't even want to
You
say.
hit him in the mouth, you're going to hit him in the Adam's apple at the same time.
Oh yeah, it's disturbing. It's like no wonder this guy's so full of hate.
He looks like Earthworm Jim.
Oh yeah, it's like except he's Gavin's Canadian, which I don't know if that's a thing up there. Just no chinned people, but because I've only been to Canada a couple times, but that's where he's from.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. That's why but I'm not going to Canada ever again because I'm afraid I'll run into other people with no chin.
Yeah.
Like in Montreal or something.
God.
Well, I don't know.
All like
Do you
that,
have
brother,
this
trust
deep-seated
me.
fear of people without chins?
Yes.
This keeps you up at night?
You ever look at them? They're freaky.
Dude, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight now.
They're totally freaky. Like when I see a person with no chin, I'm like, oh my God, there's no chin. It freaks me
As
out.
you would say when you see someone without a chin.
That's
They're like, keep your chin. I mean,
And the worst thing is, I blurt it out because I'm so horrified. Because that's something you should think in your head, right? But no, I'm just like, oh my God, that guy has no chin. And the guy's like, I can hear you. It's like, oh, I'm sorry.
I lost it in the war.
It's very awkward.
you don't need a chin to hear.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm the kind of person, I don't like to hurt anybody's feelings. So I blurt something like that out, and then I'm like, and then I just make it worse because I try to cover it like, no, I was talking about that guy over there who actually does have a chin, but I thought that he didn't, and that's who I meant. Not you.
Wrong with it.
Who clearly doesn't have the chin.
Right, yeah.
So I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
So do you know why the blind man fell into the well?
Why?
He couldn't see that well.
Oh. But
I have horrible jokes. Far worse than that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just look at my life.
Oh, my goodness.
And he has to do the drum part with his mouth because I can't even play the drum part.
Right.
That's how bad I am. We can't play covers because I don't know how to play the drum.
Yeah, well.
This whole time, it's actually been a drum machine. We just keep Jonah for his good looks.
Yes, there you
Take
go.
my shirt off and people just don't realize I'm not playing.
Yeah.
So you are
he's the new drummer.
He's sitting at the bar while we're playing, and they're still like, he's miraculous.
Yeah.
Get this man another water.
The sex symbol of the band is what you're saying. Yeah. Well, that somebody has to be.
Yeah.
Perry M. Durant, who also seems to always show up in the Facebook live chat when Casey calls in, says, I hope that the blind man is okay.
Perry, I got to tell you, he's doing very merry. I thought that would rhyme better.
It was a very shallow well.
Yeah, it was a shallow well.
Oh.
Very, very conceited well.
Oh.
All it does is think about itself. Which doesn't bode well.
Puppy.
Wow.
Pop it.
Carol saying, who is Casey? Well,
That's exactly what you say.
Casey is more of an idea, to be honest
Who
with you.
isn't
Right.
Casey?
There's a little bit of Casey in all of us.
oh, sure.
He's omnipotent, if you will. Yes.
You're not you when you're Casey.
Get this man a chocolate-covered peanut bar because I don't know if we can say their brand name. So.
Oh, you can. Yeah.
Oh, it's Snickers.
Yeah, you can.
Well, there's lots
What
of
do you
them.
think the radio is, Sean?
Here? What do you mean?
I don't get it
You
either.
can say Snickers.
Oh my
Why
god.
would you be worried about saying Snickers?
But you want to get paid to say
It's
things.
their brand.
exactly.
Dude, you're not getting paid to say
Exactly.
things.
All right, Snickers, you got to pay us.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it doesn't work that way,
he's
though,
not
'cause
getting
they've already
paid.
paid.
Just kidding.
Hold on now. Hold the phone. All right.
All right.
All right. Let's see. So, I think what we'll do is we'll wrap up this segment, guys. But like I was saying earlier before the show, you're welcome to stick around.
Word.
We can get into some other stuff, and let's play. I really like this. Now, this is, but I wanted to ask you about this. This is kind of two songs in one, because on the EP you've got this. It's funny because I made the joke earlier about punk bands always have short songs, but this is actually a long song.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it seems to be really two songs.
Yes. So that is our way of sticking it to the man because they think we just have nothing but short songs with some canned punk band, Ramones this, Ramones that. Nah, man.
Just 4 chords.
And I just start talking and talking and talking. It's the art of misdirection because now people don't even remember what we were talking about.
Exactly.
No, honestly,
Misdirection.
it was. Yeah, that's my wife's name is Direction, Mrs. Direction. Anyways, so when we got all of our mixes, I uploaded all the mixes to my computer to like upload them to our Bandcamp and whatnot, and that 2-song mix wasn't snipped, and I am very lazy, so we left it as 2. Yeah. Oh.
Well, kudos to you.
But it is technically one song because every time we play live, we'll play that like butt to butt.
But do you do that?
Big old butt to butt.
But but do you do that specifically because of what happened, or would you have done that anyway?
Matt, I just I just go
I mean,
with
we
the
kind
flow.
of do it in the first place usually, and then it just felt natural.
Yeah, I mean, like, so for the most part, before every show, like, we're all a little nervous, but me personally, you've seen 8 Mile, correct?
Oh, yeah.
How Eminem throws up before he goes on. That's me every show.
Yeah. Really?
I literally throw up before every show. I've played
Oh, no
one I
kidding.
didn't throw up before. Yeah, I get so nervous.
Wow.
But then we go on stage, and I see Jonah grinning at me, and then I see Anthony grinning at me, and then I see Josh, and I get a little bummed out.
Yeah.
But no, we kind of just, the second we hit that first chord, the energy just goes.
Yeah.
And we just That's usually how it goes. The first 3 songs, it's just pull the ripcord and we go, and then we'll do, Anthony and I mainly, we do like playful banter between each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, essentially like our first 3 songs, we usually start with Blanks Creek.
Right.
And then go into that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
When you throw up, is it Mom's spaghetti?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There's
Unfortunately.
vomit on your sweater already.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, yeah.
But on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop palms, but he keeps on forget. I don't know.
Oh, well
Don't-
done.
I'm no
Yeah,
Eminem.
it was
No,
close,
don't.
man.
Yeah.
And what is the meaning of God of the kitchen floor?
That's there's a little bit of a story that correlates to the original meaning after the song was written.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He slept on my kitchen floor for like 3 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a pretty adventurous time. Not too bad.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
but we got a lot of songs written in that
Yeah.
amount of time.
Oh,
so.
okay.
But the story behind God of the Kitchen Floor, as you were.
So, yeah, I mean, the story behind God of the Kitchen Floor, I mean, it's just pretty much a song that just kind of just came to my mind, just kind of means really nothing.
Ew.
I mean,
Oh.
it's
Okay.
I mean, it's just one of those ones. It's like, all right, this sounds pretty nice, you know?
Yeah.
But the words came to me. It's just kind of like everybody's battling with thoughts and stuff, and, you know, they're too focused on television and everything else, and it's just, you know, they need to focus in and, you know, just do their thing, even if it means sleeping on a kitchen floor.
Oh, okay. I like it. I like it. Good. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear it. So this is Blanks Creek and God of the Kitchen Floor.
It's Poops Creek.
Oh, Poops Creek.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
For
that.
the youngins.
Yes. For
Yeah.
the we. Well, you know, I mean, we do have a lot of young folks who. Well, I don't know if a lot. It's actually a very small percentage, but according to the very expensive demographic research that we've done for the show, about 98.5% are Christian evangelicals, and then the other 1.5% are children under 9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
I hope you like this punk rock, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You want to go to the punk rock show?
Yeah.
Do they do any are there any all ages shows anymore in the area? There used to be.
Park.
I mean, there used to be. There's not many.
I'm pretty sure the Bungalow
Is it
does
still all ages?
Some all ages
Some
shows.
all. It depends. But a lot of the outdoors shows and stuff like that have been pretty much like they make it almost impossible to get a permit.
Oh,
for it.
there
okay.
there actually is an all ages. It's a festival that we're actually playing. It's not until August.
Oh, okay.
But it's Pagan Fest. A friend of mine, Matt Grader, does it. It's a heck of a time. There's food. You can camp there. It's like a very loving, happy environment. So, you know, I definitely recommend if you can make your way out there. It's in Goshen, New Hampshire, I believe.
I was going to say, I've definitely heard of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you would have to be invited to it, but it is a phenomenal time. And on the off chance you're listening right now, Matt, I love you, buddy.
Where's Goshen?
Goshen is far.
Is it north? Is it up north?
Geographically speaking, it's
north.
up north, but I'm not exactly sure like what it's close to. I fell asleep on the ride up there, drank too many beers, and was too drunk for the ride home. So.
People are slowly starting to
Yeah.
lose their chins in that region.
Yeah.
No.
That's one
Whoa.
thing. That's one thing, Matt. I don't know if you'll be able to go.
No.
Yeah. See, that
Yeah.
would freak me out. Like
Like the Joey Fatone of
Yeah.
chins.
If you were stuck
oh,
up,
no.
if you were stuck up there, I would say you might be chin too deep.
Oh.
Oh.
Because how horrifying. Like, I'm not really into horror movies, but if I were gonna make a horror movie, that like could be it. Like
just people with just their top teeth, just no chin or jaw.
Instead of swing blade, we could do chin blade.
Yeah.
Chin blade.
Yeah.
How scary would that?
That'd be
Sling Blade's a great movie.
Yeah,
It is a good
absolutely.
Billy Bob
French
Thornton.
fried potatoes.
Billy Bob Thornton peaked early in his career.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I do love Billy Bob Thornton.
I do
he's a
too.
great actor.
I do too. And I like his band, the Box Tops.
I have not actually heard them.
Oh, Perry says that's a good callback. Better than the dumb well joke.
Hey man, they can't all be bangers, Perry.
That's right.
Perry, I have one more for you. What do you call a fish with no eyes? There you go.
I knew that one.
I
Sorry.
like that.
Oh.
That's like Neil Hamburger stuff. Just so cringy and awful.
Who's Neil Hamburger?
Oh, he is just a mess.
I just like him because his last name's Hamburger.
Yeah, dude, he's like, he wears these big goofy glasses and he's always sweating and shaking and he's
Holding free drinks for some reason.
Yeah, he's a mess.
Oh, all right. Perry says that chin too deep joke was not good, but the well joke was worse. The well joke was offensively bad. Wow.
Perry,
Oh, wow.
I appreciate you. You're the reason I keep doing this.
Fred says, I got him their only #1 record, the Boxmasters. Yeah, Fred knows Billy Bob Thornton very well.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Did some work with him. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we would love to jam with them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Make it happen.
yes,
Make it happen.
there you go. All right, we'll take a listen to this. Again, this is Poops Creek and God of the Kitchen Floor.
I love the octave you hit there.
If it's worth doing, it's worth doing right, you know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Why say
man.
poop when you can say poop?
Exactly.
Poop. And we'll be back with more Matt Connarton Unleashed. We are here with the Carpet Kids here on WMNH 95.3 FM.
Street. I don't know where I'm going. I never know
save me. But now I'm gone. Walk the kitchen floor, sitting in a chair, staring at a whore. But now I'm God off the kitchen floor, sitting in a chair. Brain don't work anymore. 2, 3, go! But now I'm God off the kitchen floor, sitting in a chair, staring at a whore.
There you have it. That is Poop Creek into God of the Kitchen Floor from the Carpet Kids, who are here with us in the studio on Matt Connarton Unleashed in the afternoon, live on WMNH 95.3 FM and on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. Of course, streaming worldwide at WMNHradio.org and on Facebook, the Facebook live chat on the Matt Connarton Unleashed page. And a lot of Facebook live activity in the chat room there. Stephen Philbrook says, Matt, you must not have seen Billy Bob Thornton in the Amazon series Goliath. He is amazing in it. Brilliant delivery of some very good and witty writing. I've been wanting to check out that show, actually, because we have Amazon Prime, and that does look really good. Perry M. Durant says, this joke doesn't make any sense, and it's still better than all the jokes that he told. I'm not sure.
That's awesome.
Perry is not letting up.
I'm not even kidding, man. I love you.
Was that to the fish with no eyes joke?
I hope not. That was gold.
If they don't get that, I feel like they should feel bad about calling us out for the other 2 jokes, because that's just sad.
Right.
I got to have a good one for Perry.
Oh, Perry. Oh, now he's complimenting you. He says, their songs are all right, though. No disrespect to their music, but very much disrespect to their comedy.
Then meet us in the pit, Perry.
Yes.
I'm calling you out right now.
He has disrespected your comedy.
He has every right to. It is bad. Like, I'm not coming up here saying I'm hilarious.
Oh, Lord.
So Fred Boenig is responding to something Carol said that I must have missed, so I'm backing up. So Carol says, I am interested in seeing all views. I don't know if she means politically or she likes when I put the different camera angles on or whatever. So Fred says to Carol, thanks, but I promise you won't want to see mine. They don't come more liberal, socialist, anti-Trump than me. Just saying,
yikes.
I've stood inches from him 3 times, which is true. I also have been very close to the president back before he was elected. Carol says, definitely good tunes from these boys.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Very nice, very nice. So
inches away, inches inside.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, jeez, that's So
Don't switch.
So we are here with the gentleman from the Carpet Kids, a great band from Nashua, New Hampshire. We've been playing some tunes, and you can give us a call, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. We got about another 55 minutes or so of show. And so are you guys, do you get political at all, or you like to let it fly as far as opinions and so forth?
How far is this allowed to go?
Oh,
Just got to keep it clean.
Hey.
Hey, the show's called Unleashed for a reason.
I don't know if you want to unleash him. Let her rip.
Yeah, just just don't do anything that permanently destroys your career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep my mouth shut then.
No,
I don't know, man. I mean, I like to keep to myself more or less.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the world's a crazy place as it is, and all politics aside, just focus on being a good person. That's all you need to do.
Yep.
Like,
I completely agree with that.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like, there's no sense in like having hatred towards things. Like, it's such a waste of energy. We're only here once.
Right.
We're only on this earth once. You do not get another chance. Like,
So you don't believe in reincarnation?
no.
We have a call. We'll grab this.
Ooh.
Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, this is Perry. Am I on with the Carpet Kids?
Hi, Perry. How are you? You are on with the Carpet
You
Kids.
sound like Casey Perry.
They're still there, right?
Yes.
The Carpet Kids?
Yes.
Speaking.
Yes.
Hello.
You're speaking to them now.
Wow, that's really something.
I
have a
can't.
question for them, actually.
What? What'd you say?
My question is, can I get a pepperoni pizza?
I told you
I
he
have
sounded
a
like
pepperoni
Casey.
pizza for you.
I told you he sounded like Casey.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Casey, you are the
reason.
reason I get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
You
That-
keep doing you, man.
The long pause. I was
bread
like,
and
you
butter.
sound like Casey
Yeah,
Perry. And he was
yeah.
like,
Yeah. He was all freaked out.
I got you, bro. I'm on to you.
So,
Like butter
On you
on
like
wet
on
toast.
you like trees to the system with the hardest empire. Oh. I don't even know what that means,
I don't
to be
know
honest
either.
with you.
But it's provocative.
It's provocative.
it gets people going.
Yes, yes.
Although, actually, when I hear Empire, I think of Jussie Smollett.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That is that infuriates me, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. As it should.
Yeah.
Fred is asking if you're registered to vote.
Who wants to know? Fred?
Fred wants to know.
I am not registered to vote.
Okay. We have one. No.
Is it Josh?
I'm not.
Words.
You're not? No?
Me neither.
No.
Yeah.
Registered independent. You just decide when you get there.
Me too. That's the way to
I
do
like
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an independent as well. Yes. All right. Let's see. Oh, Carol says, just for the record, I don't know Casey or whoever calls about food.
However, she wants to know if she can get a pepperoni pizza.
Right.
Me and Jonah will whip you up on mean pepperoni pizza.
Well, that sounds good to me. Carol says, Perry, go off, King. I don't know what that means.
I think I know what she's getting at.
What? Really? What?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. She's
I don't get it.
vulgarity. You know, bad words.
Oh. Really? You think that's what she? I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't even think before I talk.
Perry said that person called pretending to be me. They were impersonating me. So there's a Perry impersonator.
They were impersonating
It was Casey
a god
again.
It
I'm
was
telling
Casey
you.
trying to be Perry.
I called him out. That's why there was
That's
that
what
long
it was.
pause. I was
Right.
like, you sound like Casey Perry, and then there was
Casey
just that
Perry.
silence.
Yeah.
You can go back and watch it. Everybody will hear me say it.
Right.
That's
I
Yes.
called him
man.
out.
That's
Like
true.
that.
Casey Perry.
Yep. Casey Perry.
Casey Perry.
Oh my God. Casey Perry is related to Katy Perry, maybe. I'm starting to get the thick of things here.
Well, it couldn't be a coincidence. I mean, Perry is a very rare name.
So the secrets. He works at the fireworks store.
What?
He must work at the fireworks
Oh,
store.
I see. It's a play off of that famous song she has called Firecracker.
No.
Fred wants you to register with your phones right now
Fred
and put a link in the Facebook live chat. I'm not into pressuring people to
Freddie,
do that.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you,
Almost
Fred.
there.
I do not really feel comfortable with doing that. You know, I'm glad that you're listening in and, you know, conveying your opinion and whatnot, but really do not feel comfortable with that. So
Wait, was this the guy that said he was as violently anti-Trump as you could get?
I don't think he said violently.
Or not violently, but vehemently, rather.
Vehemently, yes. He may have said
okay.
vehemently.
yes. Yes.
We have a.
Vehicularly
I'm all set.
anti-Trump.
I don't think he said vehicularly.
Vehicular.
That would be that because that could also be violent. We have a call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Your old pal Fred.
Fred
Just back
Boenig.
from South by Southwest.
Oh, South by Southwest. Yes,
hey.
that actually did come up in the discussion earlier. I forget why. Why did we?
We were
Yeah,
talking about the singers.
we have a venue down there. We do opas, and we book bands for 3 days, and we record them and put them on web. You were watching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Very nice.
so?
Very nice. How did it go?
Well, it went well. I mean, it's the problem is always for me. I'm getting a board mix that's coming out of the earphones, which is never good. I mean,
Yeah.
because it needs to be. They're mixing for the room, so
Right.
sometimes sounds. It'd be better if there was a separate mix, which next year there will be.
Oh, very
Because
nice.
it's better when you're making video. Live
Right.
video. Because bands sometimes play louder than their lead singer,
Right.
so you got to keep pushing them up
I find
the,
that problem hitting
in
me
the
all the time.
in the house. So
Yeah.
if you keep pushing them up in the house, your recordings all it's going to be is his vocal
Yeah.
because you're coming out of the earphones.
Yeah. These guys laughed knowingly when you said that. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that is true.
We've dealt with it. We've played some shows where the sound check took 15, 20 minutes because all the power to them, and I'm thankful they had us, but they just really didn't know what they were doing.
Right.
Talking about
Yeah.
the drunk dude in Connecticut.
Oh my God!
goodness.
Yes, that's
Took
exactly.
This
Like
dude
an hour
took
to set us
35 minutes to figure out like 2 labeled inputs.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
To plug
this
in.
guy was drunk out of his mind. Like, just didn't know what he was doing, talking about crazy stories from the 80s. I'm like, dude, we're just trying to play, like, relax.
Right.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You meet some characters in this business. That's for
yes,
sure.
Yes, we do.
I assume you didn't have any drunk sound people, Fred, at South by Southwest. I
Well,
hope.
we have our in-house. I mean, they have Big Kev hires sound people.
Yeah.
The problem is they're mixing for the room. They
Yeah.
don't use headphones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm in their headphones jack trying to record the video to stream. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
you're getting it sounds just like the room. So I switched over to the mics on the cameras.
Yeah.
And maybe that sounds better. I don't know. I haven't heard it.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
anyway, that's just the fun thing. The reason why I'm calling is because you have these young men there
Yes.
who could, with their cell phones in their hand, could register to vote in about 30 seconds.
Hmm.
And the reason why I say they don't have to vote,
Right.
but they should be registered to vote because that's their right. And we send our children far away to other lands, which I have done for 4 of mine,
Yes. Yes.
and to fight for other people's right to vote. So it's really important that everybody be registered because we all deserve a voice.
Mm.
And you can't have a voice in a democracy if you don't have a vote.
Right.
Is it
And
Fred?
they can do it right there. It's vote.com or whatever it is right there on the on thing. Just tell them they can pull up their phone, boom, they'll be all registered. It takes 2 minutes.
Fred?
That's
is
all
it?
I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it Fred?
Fred.
And if
yeah.
other people did, if they saw them doing it, that maybe other people would do it. And then we'd have a lot of people that would vote and everybody would have an opinion
Right.
in who runs the country.
I really don't
Which
think
is
it's
what they
a
were
good idea
speaking
for
about,
anybody
which
to
is what
look
they
up to
just
us.
said. So
What?
anyway, I
I'm
just
ready
wanted
for
to say hi and ask them
don't-
maybe they would do that for my family.
Don't go yet, Fred, because you wanted to. What did you want to say?
I just wanted to say, I do respect your opinion and all that. Everybody has their opinion. I'm very grateful that we have the right to vote, but at the same time, we do have the right to not register. That is your God-given right. You don't have to do it. No.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't.
Personally,
But why wouldn't you?
Because I
That would be
personally
the
choose
question.
not to.
My only question would be, why wouldn't you just exercise the one right that we send our children off to die for other people to get, that you wouldn't at least register so that you could do it? I mean, I get it.
feel like-
It's your right.
Well,
I'm just saying it just seems silly to not
I
voice your opinion in a democracy.
I completely agree with you. I'm going to go ahead and pass you over to my main man, Josh. He might be able to answer that question better for you.
Josh?
I feel like you're narrowing down like the actual perspective on what democracy is. Like, yes, it's about the ability to vote, but that's like saying that's the only reason that we send people overseas. It just seems kind of like obscene to me. Because like I have a lot of friends and family that have been sent overseas, and I don't know, just like I have friends that have died overseas, and to think that they just got sent over there.
My
so
son did. One of my sons did, and the other one was hit with a hand grenade.
I'm
So I
sorry.
understand that, too.
I'm very sorry to hear that. That's
Yeah,
that's horrible. I can't imagine the
That's
pain
what you
behind
do
that,
when you join the military. You risk your life.
absolutely.
Understandable.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, all right.
So all I'm asking is maybe you guys, it's that simple. I mean, maybe people, if you show by example, people will register to vote, and that'll, like I said, I don't care who you vote for or if you don't vote.
All right.
You should
Well,
be at least
just
registered
for
so
you,
that
Fred,
can have
I will
that choice
register
if
to
you
vote
want it.
right now.
Are you really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh,
Thank you.
Fred, it worked.
Thank you.
You are welcome, Fred.
That's awesome.
Thank you so very much. No, really, that's a big deal.
My
Thank
mom said that you wear slacks. I don't know what that means, but she says you wear slacks instead of jeans, I guess. I don't know.
Fred?
You can usually tell what kind
What
of
do
pants
I
he
wear?
wears.
No, I wear black. Everywhere I go, I wear black.
Dickies?
Wranglers.
Wranglers. Wranglers are
Because-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I got a fat butt, so I need to have like huskies.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
There you go.
I'm 60 years old, dude.
Oh, wow.
I party with the best of them. So, and I have partied with the best of them, and
Yes.
so it's just that that's what I wear.
Yes.
Black jeans, because I go to Washington a lot. I'm in Washington all the time, so I wear a white button-down shirt with the Daily Ripple logo on it, which is my
I like
magazine, which has a music page on it, and
Nice.
it's a pretty cool magazine. So, but I wear that, and I used to wear all these flashy ties. But you see, when you're trying to sneak up on politicians, it's better to do what I do. Is I wear a gold star and 3 blue stars on my lapel
Oh, there you go.
for my children.
Mm-hmm.
So when I walk up to a politician, I just say, "Hello, sir. My name is Fred Boenig. I'm a Gold Star dad. I had 3 other children that have served in the military. Could I have a moment of your time?" And
Understandable.
I'm standing there with a 64-year-old woman who has the body of a 14-year-old who's currently in France, who travels the world and kayaks with a camera. So they're not going anywhere. They're
Right,
just,
yeah.
they're there.
Exactly.
So then I ask them, can I have a photograph? And while I'm having the photograph, I have my arm around them, and now they can't get away. And then I ask questions.
It's true.
No, they can't
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
away.
Oh, yeah.
And
Can't
they
give you-
dare
they can't
not
give
at
you a
that
slip?
point, because there is a camera, not answer the question.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't run away from me. I'm a
it's-
Gold Star dad
Fred,
with a camera.
It's the implication.
The implication.
Yes.
I don't get it.
No.
So there
always
you
sunny
go,
fans
guys.
out there.
So now you know what I do. And I'm a radio promoter. I have a company,
Awesome.
and I do radio promotion for independent artists.
Awesome.
And,
Well,
and
I just
work with
registered
some
to
good ones,
vote
and
just
I
for
work
you.
with mediocre ones, and I work with people who probably shouldn't sing.
I got you. Well, I registered to vote just for you, Freddie.
That is awesome.
Thank you, boss.
We
I
can give you
appreciate
both of that
so
in one
much.
band.
It's really important. Now, the only thing that goes with that caveat is you should ask someone else to do that as well. They don't have to vote. Just
It's
it's
like
a ripple.
pay it forward.
That's what that's about.
Yeah.
Starting a ripple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll start a ripple.
And then you pass it on and guilt them. Say, look, this isn't about me. This is about my friend Fred.
There you
All
go.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, boss.
All right, Fred.
All right, have fun, guys. And good luck.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
man.
Thank you for the
sound
call.
Great.
All right, Fred. Thank you. Take care.
Talk to you later, bud.
Bye-bye. Yeah, actually, the way, Fred's done a lot in the music industry, does a lot, and that's actually how he and I met originally. Yeah. But he also hosts a radio show in Pennsylvania, which also streams online and whatnot, and it's really, really cool.
That's awesome.
Fred, Carol said in the Facebook live chat, Matt, I have to go use the bathroom. I will let you know when I'm back, and you can start the show again. And then she said, I'm back, Matt. And then she said, see you soon, Fred. So I don't know how much of that Carol actually heard. She had to leave for a minute. Maybe should we recap everything for Carol? No, probably not.
I don't know about that.
It was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super intense.
Yeah. So you really registered?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you. Now, why did so you were talking about you're an independent.
I am registered independent.
You're a registered independent, or undeclared, as I guess we call it in this state, technically. Now, what's your reason for that? Because I am as well, so I'm curious to hear your perspective.
Because I make my decisions when I go there. I don't have to be in one group or the other until I get there.
Yeah, which is very punk rock, actually.
Very punk rock.
It is, if you think about it.
You know, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what punk rock is or isn't, but I do know that if you can choose that I'll choose later, then that's what I'll
Yeah.
Procrastination at its
Indecisiveness.
finest.
I'll choose later.
Yeah.
No, but I just mean but it's I just mean it's punk rock in the sense that you're not going to join a group. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're gonna.
Yeah.
You're
There's
gonna-
people I agree with on both sides, and then there's people I definitely don't agree with on both sides.
Right. Yeah.
Kinda,
Exactly. Yeah. Do you actively vote, or are you?
yeah.
Yeah.
I vote every time there is one.
Yeah. Good for you.
Local, state,
Yeah.
federal.
Yeah. Okay.
Intercontinental.
Continental.
Oh wow.
Voted in the. I voted for space president. I'm a space marine.
In the Space Force?
I'm in the Space
I'm in the
Corps.
Space-
Yeah.
Oh.
Space Corps.
It's the Space Dolphin Detective.
I don't know if
I
you're.
saw Space Jam once. Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
No.
All right. No?
But no.
Oh.
But I don't know if you're allowed to even vote for all those things. That kind of sounds like voter fraud.
No, I'm represented in each of those things.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you have identification that shows you're registered in all those different places?
As a space marine,
Yeah.
He's not
yeah,
he's
but
not
it-
able to discuss that.
you have to
Oh.
plug it into a certain machine, and you don't have that. So
Okay. I didn't know about this whole
Fresh
thing.
out of luck.
This is a lot to even process and keep up with. I am excited about the Space Force, though.
It is pretty nifty.
It is, yeah. My biggest thing is I look forward to just what are the uniforms going to look like? You know,
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm like
It's
my,
going to be great.
my
I hope they're
thought
not
is
tacky.
right. I'm thinking like, have you guys seen Star Trek II: Wrath of Khan?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Vaguely remember it.
Yeah, if you look up online, the uniforms they had in that particular film, I think, are outstanding, and I think would be perfect for the Space Force.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to that. I think probably any day now we're going to have, because who knows what's out there.
yeah, and then after that, they'll have the Space Force ones coming out from
Nike.
From
yeah,
Nike.
the
It'd be
pro
like,
model
yeah.
Space
movie
Force
Pacific
ones.
Rim where
Also
everybody's
have not
shooting
been paid
robots.
this month.
Right, that's true. We should mention that. Yes. But no, it's a whole. It's all very exciting. Do any of you guys have family or anything in the military? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically my entire family, at least all of the males.
oh, no kidding.
My cousin.
Your cousin, yeah. I thought you guys had mentioned that earlier. Now, now why did you serve?
No, I didn't.
No, did you just didn't like my dad because I kind of come from a military family too, but I never had any desire to actually go and serve.
Yeah, no, luckily I was able to find out how miserable my life really would have been. So
Yeah.
my buddies who were in were just like, remain a civilian, don't torture yourself.
Oh, no kidding.
They yeeted him out of there.
Oh yeah,
There it
Yoked.
comes.
I was
I
gonna
believe he was
that'd be
yoked.
yoded. That'd be yoded. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yoded out.
I was yoded.
Yes.
I was gonna try to use that too since you brought it up earlier,
Yeah.
and then I kind of forgot about it.
Well,
You got to refresh my. So yote is the past tense
yes.
of yeet.
Yote is the past tense of yeet.
Okay, yeah. So I got to try to remember that. I should write it down or something.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's a good word.
right. Well, no, I
We
mean,
use it all the time.
Yeah.
do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that and boof.
Pretty frequently.
Yeah.
Well, that
Don't
word,
you-
that word I know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah, a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Well, that word. Yeah. No, never mind.
When did that become popular? When did that become like a
I don't think it was
household
ever
word?
really popular.
No, everybody found out about boof from Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, that's where I first heard the word.
Yeah.
And also in a Saturday Night Live sketch shortly after. Yeah. But yeet and yote, no,
Yeah.
it's-
I'm glad we could introduce you to it.
right. Well, I am too. Oh, here's somebody new. Randy Mandra.
Oh, yeah,
Hey!
that's my dad.
Who's dad? Your dad?
My dad.
Oh, your dad.
Antoine's
Oh, very
dad.
nice.
And Tweezy.
Very nice. Now, is he a musician too?
No, he's actually not.
Okay. Well, you say that like he's like, oh no, he's like
Well,
you're
I mean,
disappointed or
I
something.
kind of just. I mean, he's always been there for me with my music and
Yeah.
everything like that, and I've been playing since I was a kid. And his friends had bands, and they'd let me sit in with them and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I've always been up on stage and stuff like that, thanks to him.
Oh, cool. Very nice. Do you guys all have supportive families in that regard, or
Yeah, for the most part. You know, I've also been involved in music since I was a little kid, so I've pretty much had backing from the most of my family, but, you know, run-on sentences.
Exactly.
I just got a
letter. I wonder who it's from.
I know, right? It has no return address.
You've got mail.
No, I just got. Yeah, boy, I'm old enough to remember that.
Get the dial-up going.
I just got a Facebook message from somebody asking me, which I'm on the air, so I can't really respond to it right now, obviously. But she says, "Hey, how are you, Matt? Would you be interested in interviewing the Mooch, Anthony Scaramucci, former White House communications director?"
The Mooch.
Well, I will respond to that with a hell yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was very disappointed that the Mooch didn't last because talk about a colorful character who could have given us years of satire and excitement.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was gone with like a week. He was there and he was gone.
Yeah.
It was very disappointing.
Flash in the pan.
Did you guys like the Mooch?
Yeah.
It was fun, you know. He's just
Smooch.
the Smooch.
Yeah. His wife's Smooch is the Mooch.
Oh no! Well, no, actually, they got divorced.
Maybe she was smooching someone else than the Mooch.
That may very well have been. Yes.
Someone else.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Well.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, Jenny says, "No, I miss Spicy." Yeah, you guys remember Sean Spicer?
Vaguely.
He wasn't nearly as exciting as the Mooch. Yeah. The Mooch is the guy. Now, do you guys? I mean, I know you're not into voting necessarily, but do you kind of pay attention to what's going on? Just kind of because it's hard not to, right?
It's very hard not to. We live in such a digital age where all your news is in your pocket.
Right, yeah.
No matter what social media platform you use, be it Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, no matter what, there's always going to be someone projecting their opinions on what's going on, and there's going to be the news in your face, like advertisements, everything.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You know, as you said, it's hard not to pay attention to it. I mean, I do pay attention to what's going on, and I form my own opinions on what's going on.
Yeah.
But, again, I don't go too political with it. Like I'm more just, don't be a blank.
Right,
you know?
right, yeah. But it's such an interesting time to be alive. The news cycle moves so fast.
Oh, for sure.
And it's because when like my generation, when I was growing up, we had we just had the daily newspapers and we had the nightly news like at at 6 p.m., the networks would do the nightly news, and that was it, There was no internet.
One of my favorite comedians, actually, Norm Macdonald. I'm sure you've heard his
Norm
stuff.
is brilliant.
Have you heard his stuff on the news? He's talked about that. He's like, when I was a kid, there was 30 minutes of the news, so we didn't have to make up stories. Now there's news 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so they're making up stories. Like, anything. This lady goes missing. They're making grilled cheese over there. Like, it's the craziest stuff that they report on. There's dogs with hats. It's too much for me, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, Norm is brilliant.
Oh, I love him.
Absolutely.
I actually got to see him probably about a year and a half ago, front row. It was
no kidding.
Such an experience. I can't say any of his jokes on air. They were so vulgar, but they were so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever have you ever seen any of the clips from when he was the anchor on Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live?
And he would talk about OJ every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
he got fired because of that.
Right. Well, that's the story. Yeah. I don't think has he ever come right out and said that he thinks that's why he got fired, or does he just hint about it?
I think he more just hints about it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him overtly say, like, this is why I got fired, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty weird at the time, because I'm old enough to remember all that, like, when it was happening, and it was weird that, he was, like, the best Weekend Update anchor ever.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely hilarious.
And all of a sudden, he's fired. But it was weird, because the way they did it, like, they didn't fire him from the show outright.
Yeah.
Like, they demoted him. Like, they took him off Weekend Update. But then at the end of the season, when his contract was up, they didn't renew him, and that was their way of getting rid of him.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty damn funny how heavy he was going with the OJ stuff.
Oh, yeah. Jeremy Roan do you guys know Jeremy?
I don't think so.
Bloody Knuckles Beats is his kind of stage name, if you will.
BKB. That sounds familiar
to me.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Oh, he just messaged me too. I think he's listening as well. Yeah, he's from Massive Hustle Records.
Oh, nice.
A hip hop label in Massachusetts, and they're good friends.
I actually
we had
run
them on
quite
the show.
the Massive Hustle.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Are we talking about the same thing?
Nah.
This doesn't have anything to do with snow, does it?
No.
Okay. Because sometimes when these guys are talking about hustling, know what I mean?
Oh, I
Our
know.
pockets be
Hustling and
bustling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got you, man.
Yeah. I didn't ask you guys earlier what about influences, really. I mean, we talked a little bit about Black Sabbath.
I guess we could ping pong that all around the room because we all really have different musical influences.
Yeah.
I mean, my guitar writing style, I'm heavily influenced by like very old Blink-182 when they had their original drummer, like their first 2-3 albums. Choking Victim and Leftover Crack, those are like two of my favorite bands. Other than that, a lot of like early 90s punk rock is really what drives me to write.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess then on to Mr. Antweezy.
I mean, that's a pretty difficult decision.
Yeah.
But I mean, definitely have to say, definitely the Ramones are a huge influence for me when it comes to my writing style.
Yeah.
I can definitely
like
hear that and like songs that he writes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, other than the Ramones, it's like the Dead Kennedys, Bad Brains. I mean, the list goes on. It's crazy.
Yeah. What about you, sir?
I don't know. I don't really listen to punk music, ironically enough.
Yeah.
This was like my first time like really diving into it. I mean, I like the Misfits, the Ramones. Like I like a lot of punk music. CKY's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I when I listen to punk, I like tasteful, good punk.
Right.
Yeah. Coincidentally, he plays in this band.
Right. Yes.
Get a little brown. There you go.
And then there's J Vogue.
Well, yeah, I definitely, from being around these guys, like they like everything. I like, I like everything. Lately, I'm kind of stuck in like some weird, like, I don't know, industrial fucking.
Oh, we can't say that. Gotta hit that.
Oh, God.
That's all right. I caught it.
Did anybody say Dead Kennedys yet?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just making sure they made it out. It crossed my mind, and I was like,
what was that? Something happened to Jello Biafra once. I'm never sure if I'm saying his last name right. Is it Biafra?
Biafra.
Remember that? He got in like some sort of physical altercation after a show.
Yeah.
Somebody jumped him.
Yeah, he's gotten into some stuff. He's a very political guy, and he likes to convey his points a little more than he should.
A little bluntly, I'd say.
Yeah.
God, I think it was in the 80s or the 90s, he was running for either mayor or governor, and he wanted to erect a statue of Jerry Brown and provide the citizens with eggs to throw at the statue of Jerry Brown.
Really?
Yeah. Dude,
I never heard this story.
Look
no
it
kidding.
up, dude. It's crazy. Like, Jello Biafra's nuts.
Wow. Why did he want to do that? He just really hated Jerry Brown?
He hated Jerry Brown, dude.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna look that up right now, actually, because I'm really curious. Now, is he retired? Because I never hear about him anymore. Or he's not dead, is he? Jello Biafra?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he does anything with the Dead Kennedys anymore, though.
Yeah. I'm looking up Jello Biafra and how to. Oh yeah, okay. He's still politically very active, apparently.
Politically, yes. That's all the guy lives and breathes for.
So back in there's an article from punknews.org. Jello Biafra talks about Jerry Brown in a new Daily Beast interview. So I don't know this story, so this is interesting. He says, when Ronald Reagan won in 1980, I realized I kind of misfired. Sure, the Jerry Brown theory was something I came up with all by my little self, but it turned out to be wrong. As for Jerry, his record as mayor is mixed at best. There was a lot of gentrification that went on, but who did it benefit? Plus, he never stood up to the Oakland police, who are as corrupt and out of control as any rogue department in this country. Huh, okay. Yeah, I never knew about that.
Yep.
But what was the reason he got... So when he got beaten up, though, was that over something he said politically? Do you remember?
I honestly do not recall.
That assault? Do you guys remember that when he got... I mean, it would have been a long time ago, but...
Yeah, it's before our time. But.
Yeah. Yeah, he got... It was something that happened after a show. Somebody jumped him. Do you guys got a...
Yeah, unfortunately, we're broke musicians and we can only pay for so much parking. So.
No, I understand. Well, listen, I'll tell you what. Why don't we'll play one more track as you guys are leaving?
Sure.
Absolutely, man.
And then let's see, what do we have left? Because we played... we didn't play Wake Up.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We'll do that one?
Yeah, so before we play that, could we all maybe give a quick little shout-out?
Oh, please do. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so... I'm Sean from the Carpet Kids. I'm probably not your favorite person to tell jokes, Perry. And I just wanted to give a shout out to all my friends and family, my mama bear listening right now, and hopefully my little boy Mason. He's 5 years old and he's the world to me. Yeah. And honey buns. I love honey buns.
Like, is that someone you know?
Oh, it's an innuendo.
Oh. All right. Anybody else you guys got shout outs?
Most of humanity disappoints me, so I don't have words for anybody.
Wow. Dark and
but
brooding.
I'm glad that we could be here on your show here today with you, Matt Connarton.
Yes. Thank you very much.
I appreciate
man.
that. I've had a great time.
Well, it's
my first time being on the radio.
Oh, very nice.
Yep.
But do you like honey buns?
I love me some honey buns.
See the way he says it?
Yeah.
Honey buns and tang.
It's...
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
honey buns
yeah,
and tang.
definitely.
Yeah.
There's some innuendo. Yeah. Oh, yeah. How about you? You got any
definitely,
shout outs?
Give a shout out to my mom and my dad and my girlfriend, Cassandra.
Oh, my God. I just realized something. We're doing, like, shout outs require, I didn't think of this till now. Oh, and I blew it. Pretend I didn't say that. Shout outs require this, and I didn't think of it till now. Right?
World star!
You need an air horn for shout outs. And you, Jay Vogue. you got some shout outs?
Now you have to.
Now you have to. Yeah.
You can just play that while I accidentally swear.
Oh, wow. No. All right. Well, I'll keep it on the ready. And where should people go online to keep up with everything you guys are doing?
So to keep up with us, we have our Facebook page, which, again, you can just look up the Carpet Kids. But the actual URL is facebook.com/thatdamnsatan. And our Bandcamp, yes.
Why?
Why not?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
And our Bandcamp.
I like it, but
our Bandcamp is that6damn6satan6.bandcamp.com
They let you
/releases. Yeah, they let me pick, and boy did I pick.
Names, so.
Yeah,
I like it. I'm puzzled by it, but I like it.
But yeah, if you go on Bandcamp.com and look up the Carpet Kids, you'll find us. Look us up on Facebook. Give us a like. Keep up with us.
We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube too. We're always trying to post our antics and keep up with everybody that listens to our stuff, and we're grateful for everybody that actually does. Even if you don't, we're grateful you're waking up every day and breathing. So
rather wholesome meme pages on Facebook as well.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, very cool.
Rather wholesome.
Yes.
Rather wholesome.
Yes.
All right, very good.
We'll have some
Yes.
new music
If you
on
want
the way
some
pretty
eating
soon.
to get done.
Yes. New music on the way too.
Well, shout outs. All right. So, guys, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. And we're going to wrap up with this track. This is Wake Up from the Carpet Kids. What's the name of the EP?
It's just a self-titled
EP.
So.
Okay. All right. So we'll wrap up with this, and then I'll be back with a final segment here on Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we're on WMNH 95.3 FM. Thanks, guys.
I love you.
everything we've come to know has just gone out the window. Wake up! You know that death is a dream of a fire. Hear the screams coming from our red blood fires. Now we got 1 foot on the ground. 1 foot on the ground. Wish this don't stop turning round. And now the rage is the will to live. We won't take any more of your ish. Wake up! You know that death is a bit of a fire. Hear the screams coming from our red blood fire. Wake up! You know that death is a bit of a fire. Hear the screams coming from our red blood fire.
Hey, everybody, this is Matt Connarton Unleashed. That was the Carpet Kids with Wake Up, and that was a lot of fun. I really liked having those guys here. And if you missed any part of it, because the bulk of the interview was really the first hour, and then we kind of went into some other stuff. So if you missed any of it and you want to hear the full interview, it will be up in just a little bit after the show at WMNHradio.org, where we do archive all the shows that happen here on WMNH 95.3 FM. Let's see. Oh, hello to Peter White, host of the morning show here on WMNH, which you can hear weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. I see Stephen Gott in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Steve. Good to see you in there. Very busy day in there today. Ricky Litwinkowicz is in there. And let's see. And I've got, someone messaging me. Oh, I'm just going to tell her quickly. Great. I'm on the air, but will be off shortly. I've just been offered a couple of high-profile interviews to look at this exciting stuff. Sometimes these things happen while I'm on the air, but let's see. Yeah, I just got offered to an opportunity to do a phoner with Anthony Scaramucci and looks like some other people potentially as well. So that's awesome. Tomorrow on the show, I'll be doing a phone interview with Steve Shackelford, editor of Blade magazine. And then on Thursday, I'm excited to mention we're going to have Red back, Red Lawhern, Richard A. Lawhern, PhD. We had him on last week, but it was the day that Facebook issue happened where they had the global outage on Facebook, and it was frustrating. That day of all days, I know it's a first world problem, but it's one of these things. But what happened is, so whenever Red comes on, we get a ton of social media activity because people are really interested in what he's doing. You know, he's an activist for patients dealing with chronic pain and talking about that and opioids and how the government has just made everything worse and how there are people who are suffering. And, my own mother deals with this now, so this has become deeply personal to me. People who are suffering who are not getting what they need because of, we have a government where we have politicians who always have to look like they're doing something, right? So if there is an opioid crisis, quote unquote, or there is perceived to be such, you have all these politicians. They have to look like they're doing something. It doesn't matter to them, particularly if what they're doing is actually helping or hurting. All that matters to them is, winning re-election and whatnot. So they have to look like they're doing something. So they pass these laws that restrict what doctors can prescribe, and then doctors are it has a chilling effect. Then doctors become afraid to prescribe anything, and you have patients who aren't getting what they need. So Red's been on twice now. The first time he was on, it was by far the busiest Facebook live chat we've ever had during the show. Just tons of people in there who are, I don't know if followers is really the right word, but people who support Red in his activism and, trying to correct this problem. And then, of course, the second time we had Red back, it was still a great discussion, and it's up, and you can listen to it at WMNHradio.org, and John Hopwood was here as well. And so it was a really good conversation. But unfortunately, because that was the day of the great, the great Facebook outage of 2019, as it will no doubt go down in history, we weren't able to have people, have the listeners as fully engaged in the discussion as we would have liked. So Red's going to come back on this Thursday, and we'll do it right. What are the odds of that happening again, right, with Facebook? So Steve Gott says, but they're sleeping because they're so old. I missed something. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Steve. I missed something. It's probably something obvious. Let's see. Okay. So I'm just looking at these Facebook messages quickly because, sorry, everybody. I'm just excited about these interviews I'm going to get to do. Very, very nice. We've got a little bit of time left. 603-250-6007 is the number to call. 603-250-6007. Anytime in the next 12 minutes or so. Mediaite has this story up, and I haven't paid much attention to this guy, Andrew Yang. He's a 2020 candidate for the presidency. He's kind of gone viral with his stuff, but I haven't paid much attention. But apparently he was on Morning Joe, and he's proposing giving Americans $1,000 per month. We hear a lot now about this UBI, Universal Basic Income. And part of what's driving that is the idea that eventually we'll reach a point where there just won't be enough work to do. Literally, there won't be enough work to do to keep everyone employed. As automation continues to evolve and AI, artificial intelligence, and so forth. So that's part of what's driving that. But Andrew Yang's proposal apparently is to give Americans $1,000 per month by taxing Amazon and Google, which, I don't know how well that's going to go over with folks. But it says Andrew Yang, a businessman and 2020 Democratic presidential candidate, has taken a unique path toward advertising his platform by engaging tech nerds, online gamers, and social media fanatics. Speaking to MSNBC's Joe Scarborough this morning, Yang proposed giving every American $1,000 per month and having big tech companies like Amazon and Google pay for it. So he said, quote, "It's about $1.8 trillion a year past current expenses." Steve says you're old and sleeping, LMAO. I still don't get it. It's about $1.8 trillion a year past current expenses, said Yang, who said it was notable. Oh, Steve's referring to the song "Wake Up" by Carpet Kids that we just played. I'm sorry, Steve. It took me like 5 minutes to get it. I finally figured it out. I'm sorry. Okay. So it's about $1.8 trillion a year past current expenses, said Yang, who said it is notable that Amazon paid no taxes last year while collecting over $230 billion per year in revenue and creating a monopoly over 30% of American malls. He said, quote, "We need to pass a value-added tax that would give the American people a slice of every Amazon transaction, every Google search, every robot truck mile," unquote. The Democratic presidential candidate said that, under his proposal, the the money that will be taxed on big tech companies would then be spent by Americans in their local communities to help increase cash flow while reducing massive costs related to incarceration and poverty assistance programs. Sunday night, Yang told his Twitter followers that as president, he would make tax day a holiday, allow Americans to choose where 1% of their taxes are allocated. That's an interesting idea. And show citizens a video of where their tax money is spent. Okay. Quote, running the government like a business is nonsense. They are two very different things. But one thing that the government can learn from businesses is that businesses don't treat their customers like crap, and our government treats us like crap on tax day, unquote. Yang told a podcaster. Steve says, are you on the pot, LOL? Well, no, the pot is around the corner in the men's room. I'm here in the studio. I know what he meant. I'm kidding. You know, some people refer to the toilet as the pot. Anyway, so by the way, Andrew Yang makes an interesting comment here when he says, running the government like a business is nonsense. They are two very different things. The thing that I find interesting about that is you'll hear people say that, and there was a time that I would even say that, because I thought it sounded like a good, smart thing to say. You know, the government should be run like a business, but there's a problem with that. And I agree with Andrew Yang when he says there are two very different things. And the reason that never works, and people speak about it in the context of the government should be more fiscally responsible, you know, the government shouldn't be spending more money than it takes in, et cetera. Which is a reasonable argument to make, and the government should be more fiscally responsible, and I'm kind of a small government guy, so I'm on board with that. But where it kind of falls apart is the analogy is that businesses, I mean, the way a business operates, right, it tries to take in as much money as possible and tries to spend as little money as possible, and the difference between what the business takes in and what it spends, that's your profit. I mean, obviously that's, you know, we're oversimplifying, but I'm bad at math, so I like to oversimplify these things. Okay, so that's your profit, right? The problem is the reason the government can't literally run like a business is if the government literally runs like a business, then that means that the government should be attempting to tax all of us at the highest rate possible. Because if the government's running like a business and the way the government generates revenue is through taxes, then in theory, the government should be trying to tax us all at 100%, right? And then actually cutting spending. So we're not getting anything for what we pay the government for. We're not getting any government services, right? Because that way the government can operate at maximum profit, because that's how a business operates. So the government really can't run like a business because, you know, when you're saying, oh, the government should run like a business, what you're really suggesting is the government should try to maximize its tax revenue, which is, no, we don't want that because we don't want higher taxes. So if you really think it through, it doesn't hold up. And I think that's kind of what Andrew Yang is saying here. I'm not suggesting that, you know, that we should go with his idea. In the macro, I'm just saying when he says running the government like a business is nonsense, they are two very different things. He has a point. Fred says, or just go online to buy everything from Amazon. Well, you know, I think eventually we're all going to be doing that anyway. I mean, the way Amazon is, they're trying to encroach into every aspect of our lives. They have I think Amazon, like they have health insurance now you can buy, and God knows whatever else, and drones that can deliver things to you. It's very frightening. Amazon is, when I think of Amazon, I think of Skynet in the Terminator movies. That's how far it's gone. Let's see. Speaking of alarming things, just very quickly, this is from rightwingwatch.org. Liz Crokin, who is a right-wing, quote-unquote, journalist and Trump-worshiping conspiracy theorist, is warning that if the long-promised wave of mass arrests of elite satanic pedophiles promised by QAnon doesn't happen by the end of 2019, then she is going to have to bow out of the movement and focus her attention elsewhere. Crokin has long been one of the most ardent proponents of the QAnon conspiracy theory, which asserts that the special counsel investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election is really just a cover for a plan orchestrated by President Trump to take down a global satanic pedophile ring involving countless political, economic, and cultural leaders. A central component of this conspiracy theory is that once everything is in place, Trump will unleash a wave of mass arrests in which high-profile political figures like Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, John Podesta, and others will be rounded up, tried by military tribunals, and executed. The fact that no arrests appear to be happening has been a source of constant tension within the QAnon movement, but Crokin released a video last night declaring that all doubts about them can finally be put to rest thanks to the recent college admissions bribery scandal. Well, that sounds like a non sequitur, but let's hear it from her. This will be instructive, I'm sure.
The college scams. The college scam story. The cheating scam story. The most important thing people need to understand about this story, one of the most important things is the mass arrests are happening. Lori Loughlin, Felicity Huffman getting arrested. These celebrities were sealed indictments, people. The mass arrests are officially happening. We are seeing the beginning of the sealed indictments being unsealed. We're seeing the beginning of the evil members of the freaking cabal being exposed. And this is just the beginning.
Oh, my.
This is just the absolute tip of the iceberg, okay? So no more comments, please, on any of my social media or on YouTube saying, when are the mass arrests going to happen? Or I'm doubting you, Liz, that they're going to happen. They're happening. They are happening right now. I think the reason why they chose her is because, number one, they're trying to prepare the public for understanding that people that we think are wonderful people, just great American people, they're not.
Ugh.
They're evil.
Evil.
They're Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes.
They're wearing a mask, okay?
Says who?
And another reason why I think that the good guys released and unsealed these arrests first is because what they were arrested for, and I do believe that there could be more charges that are brought about against them, but the charges that we're reading about and we're seeing now, they're white-collar crimes. They're not that shocking. Normies are being shocked right now. I'm watching liberals freak out about this. I'm watching normies freak out about this, and I'm just saying,
normies?
Oh, God. I'm just sitting here like, oh. They're outraged by this. Like, wait until they hear about how people in Hollywood eat babies. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. People in Hollywood are eating
God
babies.
help people that are freaking out about this, because this is just the least of the crimes that these people are guilty of.
I have to say, and we don't have time to play the entire clip, but I think we got the gist. I wasn't aware that people in Hollywood are eating babies. Now, that is the real scandal, my friends. If that's what's going on, that's what we need to be rounding up these people and arresting them for, in my opinion. All right, so we're out of time. Thank you again to the Carpet Kids for coming in. That was great. Like I said earlier, if you missed any part of it, it'll be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org. Steve Shackelford from Blade Magazine joins me tomorrow here on the show. I look forward to that discussion. And I'll keep you all posted on what happens with these other interviews that are being arranged. Lots of good stuff. And I will talk at y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.
IPMNation.com.